Hey, good morning, good afternoon, I should say, everybody. It's about 12:41 p.m. on this sixth day in February, 2014. And today, apparently, there was a big press conference or a big conference gathering or something like that in New York to kick off what Sega has dubbed the Year of Sonic. And it has to do, of course, with Sonic Boom being the main priority. We found out that Sonic Boom is not just going to be a television series either, folks. It's also going to be the third Nintendo game, possible exclusive game. Nothing too sure about that yet, but right now it's been confirmed that Sonic Boom will be the third, as of right now, third exclusive Nintendo title in that partnership between both Sega and Nintendo. And that Sonic Boom, of course, is going to also be a 52 11-minute animated series coming to Cartoon Network in the fall. Now, for some of you that may be confused about that, if you're wondering, oh, what does that mean? Just 52 11-minute shorts, that's it, that just come in and that's out, come in and out. No, basically think of something along the lines of maybe Teen Titans. Basically, it's going to be primarily a 22-minute show, but it's going to have two half episodes or two half episodes basically in that 52 deal. So it's 52 11-minute episodes. Oh, it's all halved together. So basically that's my primarily what I'm looking at here. I mean, I have the article up here. I mean, there have been numerous rumors going around throughout the day about what it was going to be. It says that the series, this is the animated series, is an assembled comedy consisting of 52 11-minute standalone episodes packed full of high adrenaline action. 11 minutes. Now, what that could mean, it could mean two other things. Like I said, it could mean primarily, I'm thinking it's going to be a half-hour series, if you will, 22-minute series with 52 11-minute shorts. That's basically a 26-episode run. So you're looking at 26-episode run, 52 11-minute shorts. That's basically what it is. It's a 26, because with Cartoon Network, you know, they're not going to do the syndicated deal. You know that. So basically, primarily, from what I could tell, you're going to have a 26 episode run, and all 26 of these episodes are going to consist of 52 11-minute shorts. That's about it. Basically, you're going to have 52 episodes, 52 animated shorts in the span of 26 official episodes. That's the way I look at it. So, I mean, because when you take, like I said, when you take a look at Teen Titans Go, that's pretty much the same concept. 52 11-minute episodes in the span of 26 official full episodes. Now, basically, they say this. This is what Sega. I'll provide the link down below so you guys can click on it and see it yourself. But this is what Sega has said. This is what Sega says. They say, for more than 2 decades, Sonic the Hedgehog has been one of the world's biggest gaming icons with over 70 video game titles, 4 animated series, and an extensive global merchandising line to his name. This year, Sega is excited to introduce a new branch of the Sonic universe, entitled Sonic Boom, that will debut a new look for Sonic and Friends and launch the first ever CGI animated television series, new video games for Wii U and Nintendo 3DS, and a new toy line. The creative driving forces behind these projects are working together with Sega to kickstart a global campaign for Sonic Boom that will excite and engage new and existing fans across a variety of platforms. Now, I want you to look at one of the key words there, new branch. Now, some people have said it's going to be the main canon, but when I look at new branch, I look at an extension of the Sonic franchise. I don't look at something replacing the entire franchise or rebooting it. I just look at something that's an extension. It's a new branch. It's like a tree growing a new branch. It's an extension of itself, and that's basically what it sounds like Sonic Boom is. It's an extension. It's a new branch, a new extension of the Sonic franchise that, as they have said there, will engage new hopefully will excite and engage new and existing fans across a variety of platforms. That's basically what it sounds like to me. Now, as far as the designs go for the characters, they state Sonic Boom's visual identity includes character designs inspired by the abilities and unique personalities of each of the characters, while still maintaining the core identity and values of the Sonic brand. The rich worlds of the TV series and video game will share a common narrative and a number of location and stylistic similarities, reflecting full collaboration between video game, TV series partners, and Sega from the outset. Here's what they say about the Sonic Boom cartoon series. The Sonic Boom television series, co-produced by Sega of America and Kudo Productions, will debut on Cartoon Network in the U.S. and on Canal J in Gulli in France during the 2014-2015 season. The series, as I mentioned before, is an assembled comedy consisting of 52 11-minute standalone episodes, basically 26 full episodes if you look at it that way, packed full of high adrenaline action. Every episode starts from a small character-driven story and explodes into an epic tale of saving the world, robot battles, and more. Now, here's what they say about the video game. Serving as a prequel to the stories revealed in the TV series, the Sonic Boom video game will deliver a totally different experience to previous Sonic games with collaborative gameplay at its core. Developed in the U.S. by California-based Big Red Button Entertainment for the Wii U and Sazu Games for the 3DS, in collaboration with Nintendo, Sonic Boom will take advantage of innovative hardware of both the Wii U and the Nintendo 3DS, with traditional elements of Sonic games such as speed also featured. The video game will also introduce exploration, combat, and a new in-beam tether mechanic that will allow the Sonic Boom world to be discovered in totally unique ways. Sonic Boom will be supported by a robust global licensing and merchandising program anchored by new master toy partner Tommy, T-O-M-Y, that is. Tommy's line will showcase the new character looks, stressing interaction between core characters, and will feature new play patterns based on both the new game and the TV series. Tommy will develop a comprehensive toy range across a broad number of categories, including plush, action figures, RC, role play, vehicles, and novelty. Sonic fans can expect a high-quality collectible toy line fueled by Tommy innovation and energized with speed, lights, and sounds, motion activation, and action performance. Sega will launch a broad licensing program across multiple categories, including toys, apparel, publishing, accessories, food and beverage, health, and more, making this one of the biggest licensing initiatives Sega has undertaken in recent years. The company will enlist many of its current partners who have had tremendous success with Sonic over the past years, while seeking new licenses to join the exciting new Sonic licensing program. Now, what that tells me is we might see these new character designs of Sonic, Knuckles, Amy's, and Tails show up in the comic book, but I don't think it's going to affect the main core of the comic book that much. I don't think it's going to affect it. It will incorporate it. It will incorporate it. I know that. I have that feeling. It's going to be incorporated, but it's not going to affect what we read in the comics right now. Like, you know, with the soft retcon and reboot of the comic itself, with the redesigns of Sally and Bunny and Rhoda and Antoine, you know, I don't see those characters or the storyline whatsoever being affected by what's going to happen here. What I see is sort of a collaboration. I see basically the redesigns, like I said, for Sonic, Amy, Tails, and Knuckles being incorporated into the comic book, and I see maybe Sonic Boom being incorporated in some way into the comic as well, but not, in my opinion, affecting the main storyline. I think I just see like elements of Sonic Boom, like I say, the redesigns of the characters and stuff being incorporated into it, but not affecting it whatsoever. I mean, let's not forget, we've seen characters get redesigned. I mean, remember when Sonic got his redesign back in '99, right? How did they incorporate that into the comic? They did a story that kind of was a unique story that has not been done in the Sonic comic since then, where basically you had to read the beginning of the story at the back of the issue. You basically had to go to the last page of the issue to begin the story, and thus the story ends at the start of the issue. And that's basically how he gets his green eyes. That's how they incorporated it, or incorporated that. Remember how they incorporated Amy Rose's design back in '99? They had her wish on the Ring of Acorns. That's how they incorporated her design. So that's what I see here with these new designs of the characters. I see their new designs and some elements of the Sonic Boom branch of the Sonic franchise being incorporated in some ways. I see elements, I see the designs, being incorporated into the comic book, but not interfering with the main storyline whatsoever. Now here's what John Ching, who is the president and COO of Sega America, had to say. He says, and I quote, "We want to ensure that the Sonic brand continues to evolve and appeal to new generations of Sonic fans, and this different look introduces a fresh approach that will be at once both familiar and new to consumers. We are committed to supporting this initiative to provide great entertainment to fans for all aspects of their lives." Now that's what the president and CEO, John Ching of Sega of America, had to say. Now continuing on with the article, it says, Sonic the Hedgehog first appeared as a video game character in June of 1994, and it instantly became an icon for a generation of gamers. Defined by his super fast speed and cool attitude, in the years since he first raced onto video game consoles, Sonic has become a true global phenomenon with over 140 million video games sold or downloaded worldwide across consoles, PCs, mobile phones, and tablets. Sega's iconic Blue Blur has also gone on to enjoy incredible success in many licensed areas, such as toys, apparel, comics, and animation. And this is how they close it out. The Sonic Boom TV series is a co-production between Sega of America Incorporated and QDO Productions. Exclusive producers on the show are Evan Bailey, Donna Friedman Meir, and Jan McGrayer on behalf of Sega, and Sandrine Nagia and Boris Hitzlog from Q-Do. Other partners involved in the TV series include Lagardère Entertainment rights for distributing and Lagardère Active TV licensing and new business for licensing and merchandising in France. So overall, that's the information we've gotten so far, along with redesigns. I think I will provide one of the redesigns here so you can see them of the characters. But like I stated, you know, if you're a fan of the Archie comic book series like I am, I don't think this is going to affect it that much. I mean, it states right off the bat that it's a new branch of the Sonic franchise. Of the Sonic it's a new branch of the Sonic universe. Not saying it's a reboot, not saying it's a relaunch, it's a new branch. And again, like I mentioned, if you're a fan of the comic like I am, personally being a longtime fan and seeing this happen before, I do see them incorporating some elements and maybe even the redesigns of the characters into the comics, but not affecting the comic book's main storylines whatsoever. That's what I see. That's what I see. Now, I understand some people may argue that and say, well, you don't know that, Brian. And you're right, I don't. But I don't think, I don't think Ian Flynn, I don't think Archie Comics, and I don't think Sega is going to want to tick off fans any more than they already have. In fact, one person over at TSSZ reports in an article where they were talking about this as well, talking about the whole Sonic Boom situation. They said that your voice, our voices, are heard now more than ever. Well, we'll just have to see. But again, I don't see this whole Sonic Boom thing overtaking what's going on in the comics. I see elements being incorporated. Like I say, the redesigns of the characters and stuff, I do see that being incorporated. And it's kind of ironic that if we see those redesigns being incorporated later this year or down the line, that it's going to fit in basically with what we're seeing now with the redesigns of the established characters like Sally, Bunny, Rhoda, and Antron. It's basically going to make sense. But again, remember what they say here in the article right off the bat. This is a new branch of the Sonic franchise, not saying it's a relaunch or it's a reboot. It's a new branch, you know, of the Sonic franchise that they're going in. Again, does that mean the redesigns of the characters won't probably be incorporated into other games as well? No, I'm not saying they won't be. I'm not saying they won't be, but right now, this is just an extension of the Sonic franchise. In other words, think about it this way. It's basically another world, another time scenario, or another time, another place scenario. And again, like I said, I do expect that the redesigns of the characters and some elements of Sonic Boom will be incorporated into the comic book, into the main comic book, but will not overtake the main storyline whatsoever. So that's all I'm going to say on it. I'll provide the link down below so you guys can read it yourself. But interesting news. This does provide trailers for you guys to watch, so you guys can get a kick out of it yourself. And kind of not get a kick out of it, but kind of see what it's about. And from what I've seen with Sonic Boom, the TV trailer that they have on here, it looks really interesting. It really does, and I think given the chance, it might be a success. And who knows? Maybe we're looking at the CGI for the movie. Maybe not. I don't know. I think more along the lines the CGI for the movie, when Sony gets that released, because I know Sony's going to do it, the CGI is going to be done as a collaboration between Big Red Entertainment and Sega. That's what I see. And maybe Q-Do will be in there as well, but those are the main ones I see for the movie. But overall, definitely worth checking out. And the trailer for the game's up. Check that out. And that's all I'm going to say, folks. So comment below. Let me know what you guys think about it. And I'll talk to you all later. God bless and take care. Comments are welcome.